Hi, my name is Jordan and I am doing Objective 2. The goal of Objective 2 is to develop differentiated lesson plans for students with special needs in inclusive classroom settings. So that is the goal of most schools these days, is to have inclusive classrooms. The definition of inclusive is the act or practice of including students with disabilities in regular school classes. So this means that we're no longer pulling out students with special needs all the time and putting them in their own classroom. We're including them in gen ed classes. The goal of this is so that they receive the same amount of education, the same type of education as everybody else, and we make accommodations for them. I have 3 examples of accommodations. The first one is teaching spelling words. If you're teaching spelling words to a group of first graders, there may be a child with a learning disability. They may be harder for them to learn the words. It may take longer for them to learn the words. So there are some different strategies that you can use to help them. The first one is using multiple sensory ways to teach the learns, like tracing, spelling aloud, handwriting, or different tactile ways to learn. This is an example of how I teach my kids spelling. It is the words written in a highlighter, and then they would trace over that. That could be a way to trace them. Often when we teach spelling words, the students handwrite them themselves, and then they just keep going. But if somebody needs extra, a teacher could make a list of the highlighted spelling words, and then they would trace over them. Another thing that I use is sandpaper letters. So they are letters made out of sandpaper that they can then trace with their finger and feel how the word is spelled, and this helps with memorization. Writing the words in the air, like for example, cat, saying it out loud, all of those things help to learn the spelling words. Another lesson is for reading comprehension. Often there are kids with reading disorders that have a problem, a harder time comprehending reading. One of my issues in school is also reading. And one thing that helped me was having extra materials to help with the book we were reading. So that was videos, that was pictures, that was vocabulary words. All of those things helped me learn the comprehension. Another thing that helped me was reading out loud to somebody and having somebody read out loud to me. Another tactic that helps with reading comprehension is having the child read smaller chunks at a time. So if the assignment is to read 3 chapters in one night, an accommodation could be to have them read 1 chapter. This would allow them to comprehend more and not have so much information to take in. Those things are very simple accommodations. Now, other accommodations may be having a special keyboard, having a text-to-speech device if they have a speech delay, having visual aids such as like pictures with words that say bathroom or thank you or I need help, those kinds of things if they have different speech issues. There are lots of different ways to accommodate, and the biggest thing in accommodating in lesson plans is keeping those kids in mind and giving them the extra information that they need. Thank you.